Bonjour tout le monde. Hi everyone, welcome to this app clinic session for Android Makers 2023. We are starting. Just a small recall about what is the concept of this session. The idea is that we have a wonderful panel of reviewers with experimented developer that will test applications as they are a user. So they will have feedback, things interesting to say. Every feedback will be constructive. It will be goodwill, bienveillant in French. And as the panel will be bienveillant, we hope that you also, that's the reason why we are in a small room, all be very constructive and having goodwill, okay? That's really important. That's the soul of this session. Also, of course, we will have fun. I promise you. Let's see in the end if I'm wrong or not. And what was the last thing I wanted to say? Yes, also this session is the occasion for the developers to introduce a little bit the application. So the developer who developed the application will be here with us. We won't discuss that much with the developer. I mean, they will have time to tell a little bit about the context, but the idea is not to debate that much, just providing a feedback, and then you take everything you want. If you don't want to receive that much feedback or feedback is not interesting, that's fine. That's your business. You are doing the thing, and you know even better than us. We are just simple user and things, and we have things to say sometimes, okay? Hopefully it will be useful. For this nice panel of reviewers, let me introduce you to Maia Grotepass, Julien Salvi, Enrique Lopez Manas, and Erik Hellman. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Okay, what will be the format? I have here a Pixel 3 running Android 13, and it's in English. That's all the thing I have to say about this device, but it's a simple one. That's my dev device. If you see weird things happening during the event on the screen, just please don't look at it or forget it very quickly. I don't know what can happen right now. Anyways, I have 6 applications installed on this. I'm not sure we will be able to do all of them, but we will see. Also, for the people that want to leave the session, we will do a small pause at something like 11:40 or something like that. So you have time to go to other sessions because it will be 1 hour of content at least. And then we will maybe continue to do other applications. And I think I'm all good. Yeah, we're all set. Let's start, and we will start with OufMime. Antoine, yes. Round of applause for him. Thanks a lot.
I wasn't expecting to be the first.
Yeah, but actually you sent the application the first, so that's the reason why. So first, thanks a lot. I mean, that's really brave to come here, and that's a really tough, not choice, but I mean, we will make sure that everything is fine during this. Can you just introduce a little bit you and your application, the context of your application? Don't say too much about this because that will be interesting if we discover what's happening on the watch. Oh, sorry, something also. None of the panelists, the reviewers, open the app. They never open the app. Even once. So most of them doesn't really know what are the application, and these are fresh installs. Okay, so the idea is to really test the very first user experience. Antoine.
Okay, thanks. So my name is Antoine. I come from Belgium. Thank you everyone for coming to my keynote. Yeah, my app is a game, but not like a video game. It's not Minecraft or something like that. It's more like a support for a family game that you can play with friends and stuff like that. Yeah, difficult not to say too much about it. But yeah, it's, as the name states, it's with mimes. You have to mime some words, but some parts before, without mimes, you will see.
So, yeah. That's perfect. So we will play. That's a team game.
Yeah.
So I propose that Enrique and Erik on one team, and Julien and Maia on the other team. Let's start. Should I be like the host of the game? Or are should they do that like independently?
Every time there is one guy who makes the guess and the other one, or describes the words, and then the other guy who has to guess the words.
Okay, so Julien will take the phone and he will meme something to Maia, right?
Yeah, but the first round is not miming, it's describing the word, but you cannot translate the word.
Now you must stop.
Yeah, so then we have to hide the screen.
Anyways, let's start and you will see, because this could be interesting feedbacks.
So we need to-
Eric,
see
can
the
you
screen.
just, because I know you already done this exercise, please start the application and I'll let you introduce all this.
So
It's the squid. We cannot look at the screen. Yeah, of course, you cannot see, only him can see what is on the screen.
yeah, so you have to stand in front.
Oh, but before starting that will be during the game.
Yeah.
But now let's all see the screen all together because there are maybe things
Okay.
to
Wait,
say, right?
is it working?
Is it working?
Ah, it's working. It says play.
Yeah,
no,
the
here,
mic.
play. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Play. There's the settings up there. I would like to press it, but
Okay, let's go.
oh, I didn't. Okay. So round one. Describe. We'll do a test round first then. And I will describe it. Yeah. I'm not sure how I am supposed to describe it. But now it works. I have a microphone and nobody can stop me. So yeah,
Basically, for now, let's describe it as not a gamer, and then we will do a real round with the game. Okay? So right now, the UI is pretty simple.
yeah.
And self-explicit. What do you think about that?
So
Yeah,
it's
please.
explanatory. Okay, so we should describe this, but not using the word. Not the timer.
So first, what we have seen, that's something that is really interesting. Is first that there are a few commands and they are obvious. I mean, that's universal, having a green thing and the bad thing and the red thing. It's pretty nice. The UI is fine, but for example, here you see on the typography is maybe a little bit light
Yes.
and not the rewarding of having a good answer is not. Okay, that's the second round. This is a mess, right?
Close up. Ah, yeah. So yeah, I would use that one just to. I wouldn't do that one. You will leave the app and just store the state instead. There's no reason to explicitly ask there.
Also, how can we go back to the settings from this screen?
Yeah.
Is there any option to open them in case you miss them at the beginning?
You would have to restart the game anyway.
So visually here, it's an interesting thing. There is like, at least not sure if it's just the screen here or if it's there as well. But there is a shadow on the card, right?
Yeah.
But nothing on the button. The button is flat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that, like, if we look at this one here, the buttons are flat, but the card is raised a little bit, so it's kind of like a little bit of a mismatch. I would probably do both or none. Like,
Yeah, I think there is shadows on both, but maybe not the same amount.
yeah. So I would match the shadows. Yeah, not potatoes.
So what is that 40 at the top?
Yeah.
Just play a game card, and I think you will.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so it's like how many cards are left. Okay.
And there is sound design.
Yeah, but I get it. Okay, now I see.
That probably means that every time you get a guess on the object or what you have to describe, you click on the green one, move forward, and it's trying to guess as many as possible in these 40 seconds, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And so every time it switches to the other team, the cards are shuffled, of course. And when we are at that screen, maybe you didn't have the time to press OK at for the last word because it was on the very last second. So you can switch it, but yeah, maybe that's not obvious.
Something that would not be maybe too bad at the beginning when we're starting the app for the first time is some sort of small instruction that tells you like, you know, you have that in some games, right? Like the first round goes with some support.
Overlays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that is still in the plan. This app is not available in the Play Store or anything. It's only on my GitHub and an APK I sent to. But
That's open source, right?
yeah. It's fully open source. Actually, it started with just the idea of playing a game with the family, and the first version was quite ugly because I developed it in like 2 days, just functional but not beautiful, all in XML and Java. And then it became my playground to test new techs. And, for example, compose.
I like one thing here, and is that the octopus is changing the color combination depending on the team, right? So that helps to know that now the orange team needs to start. I find a bit strange that says Team Orange Go in blue color and Team Blue Go in orange color.
Yeah,
so maybe another.
But it's because if I introduce a third accent color, it was becoming a bit strange. I tried several options, but one thing I can do, I still have to try that, is simply put the button in white. That could work too.
I think probably something like the background in white, a more neutral color, and the bottom in the color of the team keeps things a little bit more simple. But yeah, I guess it's also experimenting and getting some feedback from folks.
Yeah, but yeah, it was to put the whole screen in the color of the current team, so you always know I'm Team Orange, it's my turn.
So this screen has a lot of real estate which is not used. So like everything around here is like it's very empty. But you're kind of saying here what you're supposed to do, describe, add more text there explaining things. That would be my suggestion. And I would also like, I find it like the size of the card and the size of the button is a little bit slightly different, so like just match those up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very simple. It's I think it has potential for being like a very simple, great game for families, as you were intending.
Thank you.
Comments?
You have mics.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you can go. You can just finish the game if it's possible, or maybe close the application to come back to the beginning if it's.
Yeah, you could do that.
We can do like that.
Kill it.
And go back and then open it, because if we open the setting, there are maybe a few things to say about it.
Yeah, that screen just it was quickly just redrawn. It's a screen I have to redo. It's just that I redid the entire UI of the old app, and I didn't have time to spend on this one, so it just matched the new UI. But
so that's maybe interesting to have feedback on this.
yeah, of course. I'm looking for it because it's always a bit difficult setting screens with lists and stuff like that. But yeah.
I have a few things to say. Oh, do you want to go first? Okay. I have 3 points on this one. First, there is something that, and I think it's general in your app, you like the round corner.
Yeah.
But if you look all the boxes that you use, I think that on every page and even on each item, you have round corner that have different sizes.
Yeah.
And I think that could be interesting to have like a work on consistency on this, having like 1 or 2 sizes that you can use everywhere in your application. Maybe it will help in terms of precision, or that will be, I think, better. Also on this, you have the different categories, which is a little bit long, not that long. It's cool to have all these categories, but there is no ability to select only one thing easily. You have to unselect all this by hand.
Select none, select all.
Yeah, something like that. And also you have 2 buttons, switch to English and passer en français. Yeah, they are very, very small, and they are extremely useful, because this is this is an English.
Make it a toggle instead.
Yeah.
A switch.
Yeah.
So that would make it like more obvious to play with. I wouldn't put this in cards. I would put them, because you got a great background, so use that one. And then I would, basically make sections on this one. Yeah.
It's my fault, sorry.
No.
No, the screen locked. Anyway, and the input here, like inputting numbers, is always like tricky, right?
Yeah.
I would have a scroller, like a picker,
Yeah, especially when it's a long,
Yeah.
short amount of numbers, right? You don't have like 1,537, or
You
it's
could.
probably...
It would be a very long game, but
Yeah, I would just have a picker here and say like go from like 1 to 100 or something. Time duration, same thing there. Basically, do it in the sections of like 5-second intervals or something.
Yeah.
Just a picker.
Connected with the point that Eyal mentioned, the radius here seems a little bit too big. You can see that the tick box is directly touching the corner radius. You probably want to have something like 1 or 2 for this specific field.
yeah.
So for the categories, this has been working. For the categories, I would put those chips, you know, like a cloud of chips.
Yeah.
And you can just click the categories.
That's a great idea, actually. The
Because then you can easily uncheck.
Yeah.
And you'll get that kind of clicky.
Yeah.
And then you'll have, those chips have got round edges, which
Yeah.
will fit with the outside. Because here, this is very square and that's very round, and there's a little fight going on over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get some trash about that screen.
And this one is. Can I go back here? No, I close the app then.
Yeah.
That, and you have play here. Okay, so I get it. You should make this a modal so you can leave it and go back to the first screen instead of closing the app. That would be my suggestion. But yeah, otherwise, I think it has a great potential.
Thanks.
Should we take the next? Or should we,
Sorry?
Should we move on or?
Yeah, let's move on. Thanks a lot, Antoine.
Thank
you.
Thanks a
Thank you.
lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, we didn't take the time to having a real party, a real game, and having fun together. Maybe at the end, if we have time, like that could be a good
We'll
end.
stay and play.
So, next. Oh, sorry, I need a mic. Next one, Babbel. Ben. Hey. So, I'll let you introduce a little bit yourself and the context of your application.
Okay, goodness. All right. Oh, right, yeah. Hello, everyone.
Please join. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, there's cameras. Hello, cameras. So hi, I'm Ben. I'm a principal platform engineer for Android at Babbel. We do a language learning app, which you'll hopefully see today. So this app is obviously quite big. There's a lot of functionality in it. Its main purpose is language learning, similar to things like Duolingo, etc. The supposed USP of Babbel is supposed to be that the way that you learn languages is better and scientifically proven to be good for actually like learning a language. So we'll see if that matches. There's lots of screens, lots of functionality. If it helps, I've barely touched any of it, so feel free to rip at it. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I think that's about it, to be honest, yeah. The one thing I'm concerned about is the user account situation that we're going to have to face immediately, so you might have to register, but that might be interesting to see what that looks like as well, so cool. Yeah, good luck.
So, who wants to continue? Enrique, do you want to lead this one?
Yeah.
And then we will do Maia and Julien for
Maybe
the.
I can learn French. So, hello. Accept cookies. Ciao. Okay, you have here this horizontal scroll. We can choose a language, of course. We are at the Droid makers.
So wait, go back one screen there. See, so this one is interesting. So you have when you're gonna get started here. So this is the language I speak, and this is the language I want to learn. But here it's kind of an onboarding in steps going like that. But here we're kind of like, first we're moving down a level if I want to check something. So then we get a dialogue popping up. So it's kind of like the onboarding goes down there and then, so it's not consecutive in natural steps. I would make this the first screen. This is the language I speak. And this, the second screen. So I like pick it like that. And then they come to the third screen. Because
You're probably taking as the base language the one of the device, right? So the device is in
yeah, make each language a separate screen. But that would be my suggestion.
Yeah, then we can learn French for Word, for instance. Takes a little bit of time there, right? Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now goes a little bit quicker, so I guess there is some
There is a
request happening. Do you already know any French? Some 15 minutes per day.
Oh yeah, here's an interesting thing. Why do we need to ask the age?
Good question. the short answer to that is for our data and analytics. That's the very short answer.
Yeah, no, I guess it was that, but I wouldn't include it here.
Yeah.
I would exclude it because you will have a drop-off for every screen in the onboarding. You're probably aware of that.
Yeah.
So remove the age because that's not really necessary to start learning languages. So if you pick something here,
Maybe I have a question. Oh, that's fine. Have you studied the friction that this screen and maybe the one just after is bringing to your application and to the acquisition funnel? Have you checked the data? Because Babbel, I don't really know the project, but I feel like it's a pretty mature project, and you had time to test a lot of things. Have you done A/B testing or friction analysis on this funnel particularly? And
Yeah.
how, did you get data, and what could information you could share with us that could be interesting?
Sure. So actually, what you're seeing here, what you're seeing here is the old onboarding flow. I was kind of hoping that you'd fall into the A/B experiment for the other one, the brand new one, but it's a whole new flow that's, I think, takes into account some of the things that you've already said. But yeah, so there's a team dedicated to looking at this flow, and I think they've looked at the drop-off rate and the friction that it causes, and I think the decision they came to was basically like, it's not enough to warrant any sort of edit. I think, and obviously, yeah, but that's, yeah, it's from my brief knowledge of that team, that's all, yeah.
I think, so I basically had the same comment about this screen here. If it wouldn't be needed, then I would actually do it later when they're using the app.
Yeah.
How is this A/B experiment happening? Is it randomly allocated? Or
Yes, yeah, random allocation for the A/B experiment, and we've got our own back-end A/B experiment system that funnels you in to the right
Okay.
place. Yeah.
Great. So sign up. You have options to sign up with Google and with Facebook. Do we have any account on the device that we
Yep,
can?
Google account.
So let's try, for instance, with Google. Yay! I'm gonna sign you up for.
Yeah,
Babbel
that
if you
one.
don't mind.
That's perfect.
Nice, we've got his details.
Yeah.
Great.
Be sure to sign him up for a year now.
I like the animation that you're displaying. This glathering one.
What is it?
Do you have a voucher
This is
for the demo or not?
subscription.
Voucher, yeah. Where's my phone? That's back over there.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, the Soul plans, I think in some devices is like an scroll view, right? So I can imagine that devices that have a slightly smaller screen are going to hide these Soul plans and might not be visible.
That's a good point. Thank you.
Yeah. So maybe, or having it expanded from the beginning, because you have, I would expect, okay, now I click back and doesn't let me check I would expect it to go back and not to the main screen, right?
Okay. It does the same thing as the X button would have done in the top left, yeah.
How could I check again? Let's see if I find it. The pay plans, is there any way to... Okay, this seems to be the main screen, but I still have the back arrow here at the top, right? Ah, no, this is the main screen, correct. Exactly, yeah. Okay, I wanted to see the subscription screen. Let's see if we can find it. I want to pay money to it, though. How can I do it? Settings. It's being hard to pay, huh? How can I do it?
Want your money.
Oh,
That's nice
now I
of
had
you.
some extra cash. Get access. Okay, this one from here, exactly. Yeah, if you're gonna, I think if you click on these Soul plans, you are showing one more plan, right? So if you have more or less, I guess this is loading dynamically from the backend, right? But if you expect to be always 3, maybe just display them from the start, right? Because otherwise you're going to have this issue where Soul plans doesn't show, and then maybe people cannot see it. What else we have here? So yeah, maybe let's. Oops, I was what I was. Here, settings. Okay, back to the settings screen. We have the help screen. This is dynamically loading some stuff. Here you can send a message. Okay. I'm sorry to the team reading this. You can invite friends. How does this work? This seems to be a web view, right?
Yes.
That is loading within the application. Okay, and from here you can set it per email, Facebook, and copy the link on the clipboard. Perfect. Yeah, don't you have any option to, what happens if, yeah, so in Android, for example, it would be really nice to
Sorry.
have this native share intent. Right now, I only have the options to copy the link, share it via Facebook, and share it via email. Imagine I want to send it to a colleague on WhatsApp or Telegram or any other app. I would need to copy the link, go to the application, and then paste it there.
Yeah.
You could have this intent that natively queries the Android system, like, I want to share this text. You get this prompt with the applications that are available, choose the application, and get it sent. That's way quicker than just having to come here. And, my languages, here we can change from French to German, for instance, but we still need to go back, right? So here I would have expected maybe to click in the language and automatically going back to the previous one, right? Because
And it's also here. So here you have the back button, so we're kind of indicating that we are like have gone down in the navigation, and we still have the bar in the bottom. And this is a constant, everybody doing it differently and stuff like that. But something to consider, I think I would in this case hide that one if you have the back button. But I'm not sure what the recommendations for material design are these days. I feel like those have changed.
Yeah, it will change in 6 months. So.
Yeah.
yeah,
But it also would leave more screen estate, especially since you have the screens where you're scrolling a lot. So.
Yeah. Can you try to find a way to start learning?
yeah, do a lesson, I assume, right? In reviews. I know this is the review, so it's for something that you have previously studied, I think.
Yeah.
I'll just.
Okay, here we go to start learning. Okay.
So then it's that one.
Yeah, I think the first one is to set your preliminary level, the one
Okay,
below it to start actually learning, right? Okay, here we are downloading something from the backend. Go deep, online. I will obviously not participate here because I have advantage.
Wait,
Okay.
Oh, that was weird. You click here, you have this green color, but it was a mistake actually, right? So see, it's yes. What happens if we click on buy? Ah, no, now it's red. I had the impression before it was green actually.
Yep.
Was it, or it was my
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
There were two words. There were
Yeah. It was.
gracias and the other one.
Oh, okay.
I think I clicked a little bit fast, so it might be that it's not like completely matched up. But I don't know.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah. So you have like two words per screen. So
Okay. Yeah.
see what happens. This is a different exercise, right? So hello.
Hola.
Then thank you.
I feel the text is a little bit small. Is it?
I think
It
the
also
idea-
could be this.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, you're right. It does look a bit small, to be honest.
Yeah. Continue. And can you read the words?
I
Thank
like
you.
the progress bar at the top.
Yeah?
Because maybe I need to do something else and I know how much I've got left.
Yes. What happens now? Okay.
Sí.
Continue. Hello. Okay, you have at least 3 types of exercise.
There is the delay there. Is that?
Adiós.
I would have a shorter delay
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a bit too much.
because
From moving from
when you type the word,
activity to activity.
yeah, when you type the word and you get the word read out, if you do, yeah, we can. But then, if you know the typical 100 milliseconds, 1 second, 10 second things, you have to stay below at least 1 second before you start play. When the user presses something and there's another action. So aim for 100 milliseconds before starting playing. 200 milliseconds is still like from an audio perspective there.
Okay.
So that would be my.
Yeah. I think actually Duolingo did something recently and it was speeding up the transition. I use Duolingo every day. And
What's Duolingo, sir?
I'll have to switch here. Anyway, they had before like sort of a slow transition, and it was a bit annoying when you were, like doing it very quick, and you want like to get all the exercises. And recently they speed it up a little bit, so you don't need to wait too much between exercises. And for people that have some anxious crisis like myself, then it's good because here you need like to wait a little bit, so end up clicking quite a lot. Okay, let's close this one. If I click again, will it? Okay, that's good. You either restart the lesson or continue it, right? So I don't have to do everything from scratch. Then we have
One thing
this-
that could be interesting, maybe if you have a lesson in progress, is having it mentioned on the home screen or the main screen. Just to make it obvious and being able to restart it very easily.
That's a
Yes,
good
it
point.
can.
On the home screen, does that not? Is that not
Home screen or, yeah.
Here.
On the current course tab, can you just click on that? 'Cause that would be a genuinely.
On the top,
Yeah,
for
no,
example.
there's nothing saying that like you're in progress. Cool, good to know. This is recorded, right? So
Yes.
So this is a screen where I will definitely want to hide the heading and the navigation bar below when I scroll. To do that one.
It should collapse. I don't know why.
Yeah, collapsing that one. But there you go.
We wrote that screen recently in Compose, so it's probably that.
Oh, that's composed.
Let's blame Google.
Here on live, see that there seems to be a bug. So if I click here, this is also a web view, right?
Yep.
So it takes some time actually to load, which is not that great. And now if I want to go back, it reloads the same web view. Where should I report this?
Oh yeah, okay. To me. That's okay. Yeah, so
and
that was the back button, like a
Exactly.
back swipe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay.
load the first time, then yeah. Try to get back, and then it reloads the same.
Yeah,
web view.
okay, cool.
I think the
It's
expectation here will be, when you're navigating through the hierarchy to go to the.
So question about that one. So this is the web view here, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. And here you don't have the heading here. I would look into the preloading of the web view.
Yeah, we've had a whole thing
Oh.
with that. Yeah.
And if it can be if it can be watched entirely in Chrome or something, use the custom tabs instead. So because you can customize the colors and everything according to what you look like.
Would that not take the user outside of the app though?
Yes, well, sort of. It's like a new activity,
Yeah.
but if it's a web view, then it's like and you just close it, going back there. So
Right, okay.
I would look at it, but not saying that it's the best choice. But it would load faster as well because then you can actually, in the background, tell it to start loading the page already.
Right, okay, cool.
Yeah, here there is also, we have this sticky header here, but it's a header that belongs somewhere in the middle of the app on the screen. Okay, so this is all like teachers that you can keep scrolling and yeah, looks good. Well, looks good as much as WebView, a WebView looks good. Okay, here on review, yeah, this one seems to be a static screen, native screen, right?
Yep.
But at the beginning took a little bit longer to load. I guess you're querying this information every time you're opening this screen. Maybe if you queried it for one time, you can keep like a local version, keep it cached on a database, so we have like some preview, and then you can load things on the, more information on the background and reload this screen.
Just one nitpick. Can you go back to the, yes, in this screen, you see that the icon, it sticks to the window. Maybe having a small margin will make it.
Margin ADP.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, yeah. That looks nasty, that.
It's fine. In general, the application is pretty well made. Congrats, really. That's. I mean, that's a mature project. It's obvious.
If it helps, I barely did any of it.
No.
A lot
But
of work from a lot of other teams.
But we are congratulating you anyways. But you deserve it.
Great. Should we? I'm not sure how we are with time. Should we
Yeah.
keep doing this one? Or
Sorry?
should we keep doing this app or jump into the
No,
next
that's
one?
fine. Do you have other things to add, Julien, Maia, things you would like to see on the app? No? We're all set? Thanks a lot, Ben. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Please join Maia. Yes.
Played with Colourpop this morning.
Oh, sure. Let's go this.
No, but do you want me to do?
Yeah,
Colourpop?
you're an
If
expert.
I
Maybe you found a few things interesting to say, so that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. Please, if you can take this place, so you have them. Yeah.
I will.
And maybe both of you. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So let's call our Colourpop developer. Who are? Yes, you are. So if you can introduce yourself and introduce the context of the application.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Cécile and I'm working for MWM. We do a lot of creative apps, and this one is Colourpop. Sorry, it's 2 years old, kind of my baby of 1 year old. And yeah, basically this is a game for coloring. You can either colors. No, I'm gonna say too much, so I'm gonna just stop now.
Thanks.
Please be kind. I'm very scared.
That's fine. That's a nice app. Don't worry. So Maia, if you can just play and describe what you are doing and what you are seeing, and others, feel free to just tell something.
Okay, so there's only one thing to do here, which is continue.
This is
Continue.
Oh, sorry.
that was very nice colors and stuff like that, and I'm colorblind, so.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, can you please go back on this screen, please?
I don't think we can.
I think actually you can, but you dismissed the cookie thing.
Yeah,
So
you have to clear all data.
yeah, and now it means like it's like you refuse them, right? If you just go back.
Yeah,
It behaves like
the onboarding is.
So did I accept the cookies or did I not accept the cookies?
I don't think you did. I don't think you did. You just went through the onboarding, but as long as you didn't click on accept, it shouldn't work.
Okay.
I think.
So that's
I
okay.
hope so because it was very fast and
Oh, sorry.
We stopped on the cookie page
yeah,
and then went back.
Yeah.
Okay?
yeah. So you didn't accept, so it should ask you again.
I would,
I would
block back on that cookie page so that you actually have to click accept or
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if I open now, I'm in the app.
Yeah, correct.
And now I don't know if I accepted the cookies or not.
Yeah.
If you didn't click, you shouldn't have.
Okay.
But definitely
No, but
point
that's
to
a-
improve.
That's
Okay.
one point.
So, let's see. We've got trending. We've got these little options at the top here. Daily trending. And I've got some pictures to choose from. We've got an ad at the bottom. We've got a bottom bar. Library, create, my art. And I've got another choice at the top. Ah, okay. So if I scroll up, it's the library. I see here I'm in the library. And I've got the things at the top stuck. And when I scroll down, I get this, what's your spirit animal? Should we go to the top, Julien, or should we start coloring something? Should we click the big purple button?
Yeah, let's click it.
Okay, click the big purple button. Okay, so it takes me into animals because of that. And then I can choose an animal to color. Okay,
So,
yeah?
So one idea I'm thinking here is like, because it's very nice drawings, so you want them visible as much as possible. How about making the top header there transparent, or translucent maybe, so that when it slides in, you still see them, like they're sliding in from the behind. So now they're just cut off when you slide them up,
Okay.
but even when they go up there.
So you're saying you're putting the picture underneath that library animal?
Make it translucent. See how that looks like, because I think that the real value of this application here is actually that these images and show them as much as possible.
Okay.
So, like maybe play with having translucence.
The only thing there is, the bar at the top there is the orange button they want me to click, the trial one. And if you put the pictures under there, you might not be able to see that button.
Maybe, but in this case here, for instance, here it would work. Like when it has collapsed, it's just white right now.
Yes. You'll have to see, it might be that
Yeah, I would-
you can't see that easily.
It's just an idea. I'm not like.
And then the size of the tab target at the top, I don't know, 48 dp with height, minimum tab size.
Sorry, I didn't hear the
The
beginning.
size of your tab target for animals, places, unicorns.
Don't remember. It's just a
It
tip size.
seems small. I don't know if it's smaller than normal. It might be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could be maybe increased a little bit. Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Just check the accessibility because you've
Yeah.
got a minimum of 48 dp. for
alright.
it has the chips size actually. I think,
Okay.
but
It's not
maybe-
supposed to be bigger anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think we're going to do unicorns, Julien. Is that okay with you?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do this unicorn. Okay, downloading the drawing. That went quite quickly. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to pick pink because unicorns need to be pink, right?
Like they added like close to the color picking. It's like a bit. Okay, with big finger you might click on the head.
Yeah.
I think it's
So
intended.
I want to click pink. I want to click pink. Can I click pink? I'm clicking pink.
Okay, as a severely colorblind person, I would first like have border around each color spot, so I know which ones because some of these are floating into each other for me. And then also when you select one, somehow indicate that with a text. So that's for colorblind people to understand what they're using.
That's me.
Also, how is the distribution of colors that you have there? Is it random, or do you follow anything like primaries?
No, it's
Okay,
it's
so
like
I
what
played with the app. There's an interesting thing that they do with
Mm,
colors, which
definitely.
I really like. I can't get it.
Yeah, you just touch it.
I'll touch it. Now I'm going to go.
Yeah, you made us money.
Oh, I tapped it.
Yeah, you did. No, actually, you didn't tap it. On the drawing view, this is what we call the drawing view. There is an interstitial every, depending on the A/B test, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, depends. This is something we're really working on to, well, make money, because that's the point, but also keep user-friendly user experience.
If I can say something on the ad on this app, there is only, I don't know if you felt, because we played a little bit also with Erik, all the ads we've seen are pretty hard to close just because they are not using like usual pattern. There is just a white button to close. I mean, we've seen 2 advertising,
Okay.
but I don't know if you have a way.
I'm not sure
Okay.
we do, because it's all ad managed.
Yeah.
And we have to close the way we can when, depending on the ad.
Okay, that's
itself.
fine.
Okay, you want to go to the palette?
Yeah, this is supposed to be a round button, or just like a half round?
Yes, with half round.
Okay, so I was wondering if it was cut by the ads or not.
It is, well, technically it is cut, but it's supposed to just be displayed as a half circle.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, push a bit like above the ad. Because I'm sure like a lot of people are clicking on the ad with this button. I think it's an important one for the user. And when I see this kind of button very close to the ad, I
Actually, full
won't
disclaimer,
maybe
this whole
want
view is
to go
going to be
back.
redesigned, but yeah, I get your point.
Yeah.
And there is one placement of the icon is not really natural. It
Okay.
will be maybe more balanced if it's a little bit lower.
Okay, all right.
Just an advice.
No.
Okay, so I'll tell you the thing about the color picker that I really liked.
Oh, there's an ad
interstitial.
coming.
Okay.
Let's play. Is it your app? Advertising your app?
No, but sometimes we have ads from
Competitors?
and sometimes we're like,
So
okay,
how
so
would
we
I-
have to block that.
Oh,
I
there's
have to wait, right? Or can I close
Oh yeah,
it?
there is the
At
like
the top left corner, you have the.
White on white cross, right? Is that what we've got here?
Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh,
Okay. And then it's at the top right corner.
there, it was a white on white cross. Sneaky, but it's not their fault, right?
No.
No, it's not.
They are, yeah, no.
Yeah, so what I liked here is initially when I played, I thought, oh, these colors, they're not enough colors. I want to be able to choose in between colors. And then this I really like because it's a color picker is difficult because how can I get the exact colors, or if I want to go back, how do I get the exact same colors? So the fact that there are these palettes which you can choose from, which is like, I want to be in the blue range. Okay, I need to unlock it. But so I mean that as a usage was very nice for me to do, like these color choices together, and that you have a time-based one at the top of the ones that you recently used.
Yeah, it is the history.
But this is just because I know, because I played with the app.
Yeah,
But that's a really good idea from a color picker point of view, especially on a mobile where it's small, and if you have a big other color picker, it's very finicky to get the right color chips
Definitely.
to be chosen. Yeah? Let's see what happens when we press texture. Oh, okay. Let's go like that.
Can you show when you are drawing out from the shape? Yeah, what's happening?
Okay, so now I'm drawing. Okay, so there's a thing here that happens. You need to click in the shape first before it starts coloring. Like, watch this. If I carry on drawing, okay, now it's, so it takes the place where you start drawing from the place where you put your finger down. I mean, that's right. I think logically it's right. It's just not necessarily on the small shapes. Can I
Actually-
zoom? Ah, I can zoom.
Cool.
Yeah.
actually you're in the locked lines mode. So you can, of course, that's exactly what you're describing. Oh, and it's very fast. Sorry, I'm really sorry about that. But in the locked in the locked line mode, actually yes, it takes the first target is where you start drawing, and then you're not supposed to be over drawing, but you can unlock this.
So I think what happens is I tap on a black area. I managed to tap on an area that made me not draw anything.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, I wonder if I can get it to do that. I know. All right, it is actually only drawing in one. It's working out. Okay, so now it's in locked line mode, but what if we don't want to be in locked line mode? What if we want to go wild and draw everywhere? So do you want to guess where we need to go? That one. Lines are open. Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to do that one because I know which one it is. Okay. Okay, so now we can draw everywhere.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh, I like that you can turn it. That's cool because there's like a arm movement that's natural, and maybe the lines are going down and I want to go, so I could do that. Okay, that's cool. I really like that you can turn. But what if we don't want this brush anymore? Okay, there's a brush. Okay. Let's see. What if
You can scroll that another. Well, no, you cannot scroll because there are multiple of tools, but
normal brush.
you can change.
Let's take the bucket.
Pew.
Feeling the
And
thing.
that's full because it's not in the line. Okay, let's pick another one. Aha.
There is something very, very nice with this app, is that I'm a very bad drawer, and you convince me that I can have fun drawing things. And to be honest, for me, this application, okay, there are ads, okay, let's discuss about that later. But that's, I mean, you can just let the people think that they are good, or they can just enjoy this activity, even if they are afraid by that. And this is, I mean, big congratulations on that, because I know you are doing many other things, and congrats to you and your team. That's.
Yeah. This morning when I played with it, I couldn't stop.
But you did a very nice drawing.
So, I mean, I couldn't stop. So it really like the thing. Like I thought, well, let me just try, and it really sucked me in. So exactly that thing. And then you just want to try one more thing and try one more thing. And
Exactly.
Try one more thing. So it's quite addictive.
Yeah. And maybe people will just like drawing and will really draw in their life because of this app. That's a very good first step.
Is there onboarding for, like, you open the first time as drawing and let's say, okay, you can use this thing, like a bit of onboarding on how to use like all the thing?
At the time, there is not. There was, and we decided it needed to be reworked, so we decided to just throw out the old one and redo another, and it's going to be coming up in the next few weeks.
All right.
About the advertising, is there like a premium mode that we can buy that remove all these ads?
Well, you cannot buy it, but we can unplug everything, and I can put in the cheat code if you want.
No, not personally, but just to know in terms of business, it's something like you implemented or thinking about. Because I know these full screen ads are extremely interesting. And by the way, there is a session about this kind of use cases, how to exactly. I think it's in Blanc this afternoon, and this is a perfect illustration of how you could maybe earn money on this. And like full screen ads are really paying a lot. And anyways, so I can understand that you don't have a premium without ads, because that's even less money that you can take.
Yeah, well, actually there are multiple modes. Either this one you have, which is a freemium, technically, and you can use what we call rewarded videos to unlock either drawings or tools or palettes. But there are also the full premium mode, which is great, which you can unlock either when you click on free trial above, or also on the drawing view you had a little round thingy, which is with the premiere icon. Also, if you scroll on other drawings, you might see some. There you go, premium drawings,
star.
and when you click on them, you're going to be redirected to a paywall, in this way, you can also access the full premium mode.
You were looking at something there with the back, right?
Yeah, so I am still stuck at this, like this scroll it because it looks very pretty. You want to scroll through these, and I feel like we can do more with the animations here. Like if we have like the ones that's in the top of the list right now, are getting larger somehow.
Oh, sorry.
You know what I mean? You have the default is that they're maybe a little bit smaller than that, and then you just enlarge them as you scroll upwards.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that they kind of move when you're scrolling.
Yeah.
I feel like these are the engaging things in the application. It's like you want to see more of them, so make it alive.
Okay.
Hey, I share it with you. Yeah, let me see if I can share it with you.
Yeah, you can share it with me. But that's my phone, but that's fine.
And I need to share it with me,
Of
right?
course. Yeah, share it with you yourself.
Okay, so I can share with Instagram.
Do I have Instagram on that? I didn't know. No, is it like a standard icon that you added?
No, the first view you saw was homemade, but this is a typical classic Android share.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Can we tweet from here? We tweeted from here.
Let's go. Oh, I'm not sure I'm connected on this one.
Direct message.
Direct to
Ah,
Fabien. Oh, Antoine. Oh, Marion. Where is Marion?
share. What
You can share it with Marion. She will understand.
Share. More.
Twitter.
Twitter. Oh, well, now I press tweet. Okay. Aha. Do you want to share it?
Let's go. Marion, you are my account. Do whatever you want. That's fine.
Okay, so you want to say hashtag? Where's the hashtag?
Don't get me banned, please.
Like that, right? And this is color code.
That's perfect. Hashtag advertising. That's a pleasure.
Okay, we'll see. So if anybody wants the unicorn, you have to go follow Eyal.
Exactly, please.
Or download the app, it also works.
Okay, so that works. Any comments here about any sharing things?
No, yeah. Why did you add the sorry? Why did you add the custom screen? Is there any specific reason?
I'm not sure there is. I'm not sure there is. Is there?
Because actually,
No, not sure.
the interesting thing with the default OS that was Erik was telling about before is that it knows the application the user used to use to share this kind of media, and this could be even. I mean, that's less one click less,
Yeah, absolutely.
and less code to maintain on your side.
Yeah.
No UI.
I'm gonna be
No
slashing
logic.
code.
Yes, let's burn it. Yeah, and that's all.
I don't know, we can click some more.
Okay,
Use
let's click,
color
let's
code
click.
If you want. We can zoom. So we've got some training, got it. There's the thing about the inside the lines. This is simple enough. And then, double tap, 2 fingers to undo, 3 tap to redo. That was
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Okay, anything else? Does anybody want to go anywhere else in this app? Manage subscription. Okay.
Do you
Now decide, take my money, where do I go?
do you support tablets?
Yeah, we do.
Okay,
We
great.
do, and we have a dedicated interface with tablets in portrait mode and in landscape mode,
Oh, awesome.
especially with the palettes and the ordering, etc.
So there are a lot of really like low-end Android tablets that people give to their kids. Have you seen any performance problems on tablets that you have?
Yeah, we did, but especially when we were using the OpenGL part, we have to be very careful to the memories, the way we load the tools, the way we load the palettes, we apply the colors or pattern or everything to the tools. This is a big memory issue.
I bet.
We've made progress so far.
Yes.
Do we have time? Are we in
Maybe 1 or 2 minutes more.
1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so I just tapped on create, just to see, and now I see this beta feature here for the AI. So Julien, what do you want to draw?
Let's say a dog on a unicorn.
A dog on a
This may take like 30 seconds.
Half of the time that Eyal gave
And
us.
then we will have 30 seconds more. No, that's fine. I mean, we are good on time,
I
but
hope I don't get an interstitial. I hope I don't get an interstitial.
that's only when you are drawing you have interstitial, right?
No.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's brilliant.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you, AI.
Majestic.
Yeah. And then your kids will do nightmares, but it's like
I'm not sure what this bottom dog unicorn. Oh, he's just looking over his shoulder.
it looks like the Lion King a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so this is obviously going to the back in some way
Absolutely.
and asking some neural net.
Yes, this is all. This is based on stable diffusion, but also trained to match coloring drawings.
Uh-huh.
So this way you don't have too heavy, dark. I don't have the word. I'm sorry.
So the black lines are.
Exactly, the lines. Thank you. And this is trained to actually look like a color drawing. So it's not really an image like, for example, with Midjourney, something like that. That's why it's also linked to the back and, of course, performance issue.
Yes. And I'm happy that we conclude this app on an AI test in real life. That's almostly succeed, we can say.
Well, it is a dog on a unicorn. I don't
Yeah,
see I don't see the problem.
That's right, that's true. Thanks a lot, Cecile. That was great. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Maia. Thank you. Let's continue. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Julien. Is Piotr here? Piotr, are you here? No, he's not here. So let's go for SeLoger. Ça va?
Allez.
Allez.
So I'll introduce the...
Yes, you introduce yourself and the context of the application.
Okay.
Just come over here, please.
Okay. Hello everybody. So I'm Mehdi, Android developer for SeLoger. And the app is about a real estate application. I just want to add a small disclaimer here because yesterday I sent an APK. I wasn't that sober, so I messed up and I sent an APK that takes a huge time to start. And that's the only thing that...
It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. If we really have problem and you can
Yeah,
do it
we
in
just
1 minute, we can do another
Start
app
to 2 or 3 seconds.
It's fine.
It seems long, but that's not in production, don't worry.
No worries.
Okay, let's go.
But I think basically this, no, that's the thing I tried. So are there like, in production, there is
No, in production there is no. I just made a build yesterday.
Okay.
I messed up with the APK I sent you.
That's fine.
That's all.
That's really fine. That's because of the party.
Okay, gonna continue without accepting. Okay, so
Contrasts.
yeah. Big
Come
screen.
over here,
No,
Maia.
I can't see what the words are. Is that what you said? You said contrast, yes.
Okay, at least I like the feedback on the buttons. Okay, let's say we want like to buy something. Okay. I cannot pinch, just like, okay, I need to click on it.
So the application is in French,
Yeah.
because I suppose that's
Oh.
only the French market that you are targeting with SeLoger.
Yeah, maybe we need like to check the window inset. Yeah.
Oh yes, a little bit.
Actually, this actually this journey is we haven't touched this because we had a lot of things to do in the app, and that's kind of the journey that we left apart on the road. So that's why it's not that good. It doesn't look that good, but don't worry, there is other part of the app that we worked on it really well.
That's the time to fill your backlog with this
Yeah.
review.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a city.
Yeah, I was looking for Montrouge. Well, we are in
Works.
Montrouge. One thing is like when the keyboard is up, it's like some results are hidden.
Mm.
So maybe it could be like the content could be above the keyboard when looking
Yeah,
for
totally.
like the cities or other thing. So let's go for Montrouge. Maybe the like having the list item a bit bigger I think it's like maybe it's 48 dp, but bigger would be helpful, like
Okay.
especially with big fingers. I always mess up like hitting the target when it's a bit small. Okay. Choose another address or no.
You have to hit next.
Yeah, but actually that's what Erik said is still applies on the screen. I mean, if you are a little bit old, for example, it's pretty hard to find, to see correctly a contrast if you have like eye problem. I mean, you have a very SeLoger is extremely popular in France. That's like the maybe the first actor in terms of finding your house or your apartment. So you have a huge user base, and maybe you need to be as accessible as possible. Here the contrast is pretty bad, and especially on the previous screen. I don't know if you have like an accessibility team or something. Yeah, are you working or teaching that?
Yeah. We are currently a group of real estate application, and that's the SeLoger application. So for now, we're trying to add white label feature done in Compose, and we created a team that is kind of focused on the accessibility. So we kind of left the old app to focus on the newer app that we will bring to the market soon.
Okay. Just a tiny thing, I think, on the feedback. I think it could be useful, like to have a feedback in the wall chip, let's say, but not only around the checkbox.
Yeah.
And having like maybe a thicker like shape when it's selected.
Okay.
Checkbox. Okay. Oh no, there is no castle in Montrouge.
Unfortunately.
Wow, the market is really.
That's insane.
So let's say house or villa. I think we could be nice also, like to be able like to swap, like to swipe.
Yeah,
not swapping.
without to hit the button to go to the next screen.
Oh, okay. For me, okay. Minimum surface. So let's say that is 100 meters square. Forms. Okay.
This is pretty interesting.
This is cumulative.
Again, Julien is doing filters, and he has for search that will happen later. But you also have a feedback as soon as you are filling the form. This is a very nice thing. Do you know if there has been like A/B testing or acquisition funnel flow analysis?
Yeah, we do A/B testing. We do not did it on this, but we have the same kind of behavior on the search view where you can adjust the criteria that you want, and it will give you some feedback. We run some A/B testing, and we found that the user really liked the fact that you can see the number of apartment or house that is available with that given criteria, because sometimes, especially if you search in some far region of France, it might be hard to get some results. So you have instant feedback right there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the other reason why that's useful is that maybe I'm not set on this size, maybe 100, and I'm okay to go down.
Yeah,
okay to
yeah.
go up. So it's the one that I say and there's nothing I can adjust.
Especially when you're in Paris, one room is good, but maybe you wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good budget.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 100 makers. Okay. Let's say, okay, we found something, and then,
Yeah, no, we are going into the the core app.
Okay, so it started like a new activity. Okay, so the transition was like, okay, I was feeling I was going to another app.
Yeah. I feel.
And the colors are different as well, so it definitely feels like another app, right?
And there is contrast now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, look for also. Yeah, maybe you can click on the yes. Okay, maybe again like a bit of feedback in the.
Sorry,
cards.
was that that's the web view you
Yeah,
opened? Is it the custom tabs you're using, or is it?
No, it's
Yeah, I figured I would that would definitely go with
Yeah.
custom tabs.
Yeah.
It will make the experience much better, and you can load the page faster.
Yeah, the issue that we had is we needed to forward the user consent, and it was a bit difficult using custom tabs, so we had to rely on the WebView solution.
Okay, got it. But yeah, so there should be possible to go.
Yeah,
around it.
maybe we have to,
We can, yeah.
dig deeper on that.
And another comment is the same thing I had about the Babbel app here. I would collapse the headers and stuff more when you're scrolling, so that you have like the full content
Yeah.
seeing.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. One thing that is interesting also with the custom tabs is that I think there is a button to open this content directly on Chrome then, and to make sure this window remains on the history of Chrome.
Oh yeah.
And this is pretty interesting because, of course, you will lose people if they do back, but if they, that's something I do oftenly. I put a custom time in Chrome, and then I know that I can come back on Chrome to just continue what I was doing.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. So that gallery thing is, especially like I bought a house now, but I had this thing. You want to see the overview of all the images, so you would have thumbnails below there.
Yeah.
So you see, so you can quickly click to the one that's outdoors. I want to watch the bathroom instead of scrolling back and forth. So make it a gallery below that one and a big one.
Yeah, I see her.
Yeah, when clicking on this, yeah, it could be nice like to see the wall picture. Like, okay, I can see like a big picture, like a list of all the photo taken for the house or the apartment.
Yeah, actually, that's actually
we do
better.
it
Like
on
have a gallery view and of like in Google Photos and
I
things.
think that's what they did on the web, but we haven't figured out the right way to split it and design it on mobile.
Yeah, I
That's
get it. No, that's fine.
That's a good suggestion.
Okay. Oh, nice zooming. Descriptive. Okay. Okay, form like using material design works well, pretty straightforward.
Can you go back just? Oh, sorry. Can you please go back to the map, please?
Hop, right.
Yes. If you leave the page and you come back. Yes, and then come back and go on the map. Yes, you see this transition? That's interesting because it's animating things. But one thing that could be maybe interesting for the user is to start the zoom directly loaded on the city you are targeting, and then you zoom into the area.
So it can be can have a kind of idea of where the flat
What's the
is.
shape of the city? What is the server? I mean, that's just a nitpick, but
Yeah.
just
That's a
thinking
good
about
idea.
that. Again,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
interesting.
It's better to see it from the city than the whole world.
Okay. Retriggering every time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I like the nice bottom sheet, like to go and create an account and stuff like this. It's very efficient. Yeah, and let's say, so yeah, I have to create an account. Or maybe there is an inconsistency between like lack of consistency between, I think, this screen. like write a message when the boxes are like fully like let's say filled.
Yeah.
And like here, like create an account is still like underlined.
Yeah, so that's the former design that we
Okay.
used to.
Okay. Sounds pretty good. This is a web view and my account, so cookie alert. Let's say new research. Tag. Nice feedback.
So you want to buy a castle in Viager?
Not really. So yeah, that's nice stuff in Montrouge. Expensive, but nice. Yeah, overall the experience is quite great, and you are here like to look for flat house or other things, and it works pretty well.
Yep. Thanks a lot. Do you have something to say about the application? Perfect. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for your feedback.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, so actually we have 2 applications left, but they are by the same developer. Is Piotr here? Not anymore. So actually I think we are all set. We've done. No, that's not Piotr. And thanks a lot, all of you. Just please join me on stage, Erik. Thanks a lot for all the developers that came on stage. That's extremely brave. I hope you liked this session. Thanks also to our experimented developer that bring interesting feedback. I wish you a good event. Enjoy and see ya. Lunch. Let's go for lunch.